Hi there. Let's talk about securing your Snowflake account. Think of a network policy as a dedicated security guard for your data environment. It acts as a firewall, deciding which traffic is allowed to enter your environment based on the source IP address. It checks the incoming connection's source IP address. If it's on your allow list, the door opens. If not, access is denied. Remember, IP whitelisting is your moat, but identity is your gatekeeper. Never rely on the moat alone to keep your data safe. Think of Snowflake network policies as a guest list for a high security event. You decide exactly who is invited and who is definitely not allowed in. By creating an allow list of trusted seed or ranges, Snowflake acts as a gatekeeper. If a connection comes from an IP not on your list, access is dropped instantly. The allow list is your primary line of defense. Conversely, the block list helps you explicitly keep out known bad actors or specific regions that don't match your operational footprint. By combining these two lists, you keep your data locked down tight, ensuring that only expected traffic reaches your environment. Security isn't one size fits all. Snowflake lets you layer network policies to provide granular control over your environment. You can define a global policy for your entire account or override it for specific users, like service accounts, and even restrict traffic for API integrations. Consider this. Your developers might need different access rules than your general data analysts. By applying policies at various layers, whether at the base table or the view level, you ensure the right people access data from the right places. The key takeaway is that granular layers ensure your developers and analysts have exactly the access they need, no more, no less. Managing static IP lists can quickly become a maintenance nightmare. As your team grows, keeping track of every single egress point creates significant technical debt. Instead of relying on public IP whitelisting, we use private link. This keeps your traffic entirely within the cloud's secure backbone, bypassing the public internet entirely. Private connectivity isn't just about security, it's about reliability. Think of it as a private highway directly to your data, rather than navigating the unpredictable public internet. Managing thousands of IP addresses by hand is a massive headache and a recipe for security disasters. That is why modern teams use policy as code to treat security configurations just like software. Using tools like Terraform, you define your network policies in code. This lets you manage your environment through a version control system. If an accidental change occurs, you can roll back your configuration in seconds. It ensures your security is always reliable, version controlled, and fully documented. Remember, policy as code is the key to consistent, reliable security. One of the biggest mistakes in network security is what we call whitelisting fatigue. When you try to manage hundreds of individual user IPs, it becomes impossible to track. This chaos creates security gaps. The professional approach is to route all corporate traffic through a single, stable egress point. A NAT gateway or a SaaS provider acts as your secure, consolidated gateway, making your policies much easier to manage. Your takeaway today: consolidate your network, whitelist that one stable egress point, and stop fighting the fatigue of individual IP management. To wrap up our security journey, think of your infrastructure as a secure castle. Network policies are your moat. They act as the first line of defense, keeping out unwanted visitors by filtering source IP addresses. However, a moat alone isn't enough. You need a gatekeeper. Identity verification through MFA and SSO is the gate that ensures only authorized users can enter, even if they reach your perimeter. Never rely on the moat alone. By layering your IP filtering with robust identity verification, you create a powerful defense-in-depth strategy for the modern cloud. Great job exploring these security foundations. Stay proactive, keep your data safe, and continue building securely in the cloud. Thanks for watching.